Hello, I'm Jackie Garvin, and welcome to Syrup and Biscuits in the Kitchen. Well, we've got our first Syrup and Biscuits video behind us. We are moving on. Today I'm going to be making easy buttermilk biscuits. Now this only requires 2 ingredients. These 2 ingredients might be familiar to you if you saw the last video. And y'all, I promise you, I do know how to make dishes other than dishes that only contain baking mix and buttermilk. I do. But we're going to get these 2 done. I mean, who doesn't need a good chicken and dumplings, which was the first video recipe, and who doesn't need an easy buttermilk biscuit recipe? I mean, everybody does. Okay, so we've got 2 ingredients. We've got 2 cups of the baking mix that makes biscuits easy, and I've got about 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk. Baking mix and buttermilk, I'm telling you, y'all, you can't go wrong. So you make a well, again, in your baking mix, pour in some of your buttermilk, and then just start working it around. Now we'll see if I can be successful this time at keeping my hands from getting all glopped up and glummed up like they did before. I don't know. I don't know that I'd hold my breath. This is as easy as I have figured out how to make these now, or as easy as I have figured out how it is to make these now. I struggled with biscuits for years. I couldn't get my biscuits to come out. I mean, I was just, y'all, I was forlorn now between biscuits and dumplings. Man. But I got it down. And this is so easy. I've tried so many different recipes for biscuits, and I come back to this tried and true favorite every single time. In fact, I don't even try other biscuit recipes anymore. I'm sticking just with this one. I think I'm going to use every bit of that buttermilk. Put that out of the way. And then we're just going to keep mixing. Now, I am keeping one hand clean. That's just because I haven't got this one in the dough. But as you can see here, just cannot figure out how to do that without getting all messed up. Put just a little bit more flour in here, and then start getting my service ready, because I'm going to be pouring this dough out. And we're going to work with it. And we need to knead it. I have, if you followed me at all on Syrup and Biscuits, you know how I'll just go on and on about my family, and especially about my grandchildren. I have twin grandchildren that are almost 2 years old. They'll be 2 years old in July, and this is the 1st of June. So I had them over here for the first time a couple of weeks ago, and they made biscuits with Nana, and they were so cute. They were so proud of themselves. So proud of themselves. That was a treat. It was as much a treat for me as it was for them. And then I'll show you what I do special with the syrup after the biscuits are done. Okay, so we've turned out our biscuit dough, and we're going to start kneading it just like we did before. Quarter turn. Keep putting on the dough as you need to keep it from being so sticky. Quarter turn, fold it over, mash it down. Quarter turn, fold it over, mash it down. Now my apron that I'm sporting for y'all today is a special apron. This actually doesn't belong to me. It belongs to my husband, but I stole it from him because he doesn't wear it. When our son Tyler, who is my video production manager now, and he's a senior in college at Florida Southern College, when he was in preschool at St. Andrew's United Methodist Preschool, they made these aprons for the dads for Father's Day. And it's so cute. It's got mustard and ketchup, and down at the bottom, which you can't really see anymore because it's washed off, it says Tyler's dad. This is, I love this little apron. I love aprons, but I especially love aprons that have special meaning. So thank you, Tyler, for the apron that I stole from your dad. Alright, now we're going to start to roll out our biscuits. You know, and the other beauty about using this baking mix, not only does it have a lot of ingredients already in it, so that makes the number of ingredients you have to work with less, but it just doesn't require a lot of work. You don't have to knead it, and that's going to help keep the dough tender the less you work with it. So now I'm going to roll it out, and I like my biscuit dough to be a little bit on the thick side. I like for it to be about 1/2 inch thick. So roll it out until you think you've got it about 1/2 inch. Now, this is, and I probably just got flour in my hair. This is an important technique for biscuit making. Now I've got a 2-inch biscuit cutter here. You push your biscuit cutter straight down. Don't twist it, because by pushing it straight down, it's going to make the edges finish off prettier, and you just get a prettier biscuit. Now my granny, who I've talked about before, was my inspiration for cooking, never had anything as fancy as a biscuit cutter. She would use a small glass, she would use a soup can, she would use a Bonnie sausage can, just whatever they had handy. This was just an unnecessary extravagance. So after you've got them cut out, just peel your excess dough away. Don't throw this dough away because we're not finished with it yet. We're going to reuse it. Now, let me get my baking pan out here so you can see. I use these Silpat baking mats, which I just love. They're a French product, but I mean, you never have to oil or grease your pan, and things just don't stick. So I'm going to put them about 2 inches apart. All the ones I have made out here. Okay. Now, and I'll finish up with those scraps later. Now, this is another important part. You just brush the top of your biscuits with a little bit of cooking oil, and this is going to help them brown so pretty. We're going to put them in a 425-degree preheated oven for about 12 to 14 minutes. So, here they are. This is what they look like going in. They're going in the oven. Hey, now come on back. These biscuits are done, and they are hot as a firecracker. I keep from burning the stew out of my hands. Now, my granddaddy ate syrup and biscuits every day of his life. That was his breakfast. And we grew up on cane syrup, which, oh, look how pretty that one is. Just look. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that biscuit. Just look. There's nothing wrong with that biscuit. We grew up on cane syrup, which is a decidedly different flavor than maple syrup or any other kind of syrup. I mean, you just can't describe it. It's a very robust flavor, but this is what we would eat. Now, if I can keep from burning the stew out of me, I'm going to show you what we do. Take a biscuit, poke a hole in it with your thumb or your finger, or whatever you can get down in there. This biscuit is mighty hot. And then fill it up with some good old cane syrup. Kids love this because this just makes a neat little package for them. They can carry it around and eat it. My granddaddy would be proud. Now, the way I used to eat syrup and biscuits when I was a kid is you would put softened butter in a bowl, pour cane syrup over it, and then mix it up, and then sop it with your biscuits. But I like this too. Can you see syrup in there? Mmm, that is so good. That is so good. And thank you for being with us again today. I hope syrup and biscuits can be a bright spot in your day. Y'all come see us.